my captions think I'm saying he. It's funny. This is a relaxing song. Like, yes, it is a song about a two-headed lord among demons who wishes to annihilate all of creation. But isn't that relaxing? Hello, J-Dog. Hello, Garth. Hello, Star Chaser. When you get a picture of Salem in the pre-show graphics, that's entirely up to Jordan. I could maybe put a picture of my own cat. His name is Magic. You haven't met Magic yet. He's super cute. He came to us. It's one of those situations where, like, I'm pretty sure whatever, like, family or whatever whatever life he had before he met me, he must have been around dogs. Because he's the most dog-like cat I have ever known. Hello, Neon Treon, and thank you for following me on Twitter. Good morning, Banana Mobster. Good morning, Monastic Coffee. What is a monastic coffee? Is it a coffee that has given up worldly pleasures? Has it donned a heavy robe? What is a monastic coffee? Good morning, Dannison. Oh yes, perhaps simply created in a monastery, yes. That's fair. I suppose, yes, also beer was created in monasteries. So why not coffee? Hello, Niscus. Welcome. Good to see you. Just a cup of coffee that provides a sense of inner peace. Aw, that's very pleasant to think about. Thank you for that. That's quite nice. Hello, Team Medander on YouTube. Champagne is monastic as far as I'm concerned. Never had it. Hello, Shaitans. I've never had a drink of champagne, or anything else alcoholic for that matter. Not interested. It smells god-awful to me, so it's not something I want in my body. Okay. There's that one, and now, the theme song. Let's do the remix again. Hello, Reaver. Oh, you just drop in? Alright. Have a day at work, Reaver. Hope to see you again next time. Thank you, Loyal. Welcome. Cup of tea. I do. Playing his whistle. I really love tea. His advice is on point. like a magic missile. Ooh. Hey Mars, we've got questions for you. I do love sweet tea. I don't know about vodka. Guidance to from your guiding hand. Look sharp. I don't really aim for 50 questions anymore in Neon Trian, because sometimes I don't even get that many. But when I do, it's nice. Like, I try for it. But I don't even always get 50 questions to even try for. Okay, let's go. Greetings, champions. Welcome to Mars Guiding Hand. My hair is doing a swoosh thing today, so I didn't want to put the hat on. I thought this was kind of cool. Anyway, I am Mars. This is Untitled Champions of the Forgotten Realms, the free-to-play, officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons formation strategy management video game from Codename Entertainment. On this show, we take a look at the latest content, discuss strategies, and answer any questions that you may have about the game. So get cozy, grab a drink, join me for a little while as we talk about all things Idle Champions. Today is Friday, episode 188. Today, it's April 29th, 2022. I mix those up just there. It's fine. The Running, Year 5, is still live. My cup of tea for wetting my whistle today, as the song goes, is Cinnamon Express Black Tea from Celestial Seasonings. I enjoy it very much. Quick check-in on my 2 accounts. So I am doing a free play for Dungeon Master. I started this one yesterday. It's supposed to be Makos DPS, and let me show you how far it's gone. With full potions, I have not done Baloth Generous Gen Stacking, but Makos DPS has gotten me up to stage 979. And I think what's really holding me back right now isn't so much damage as much as it is my tanks are just going down. Like Blue She's getting killed. Yeah. If I actually set up some Baloth stacks, I feel pretty confident that I'd be able to at least get past stage 1000. So, I don't want to take the time to actually set up the Baloth stacks, so I'm just going to mark this one as like, okay, I can do Z1000 with Makos DPS with the recent Makos changes. Cool. So that feels okay to me. That feels pretty good to me. That's still not going to be competitive with the other, like, DPS mains that I use, like Ashara or even Zorbu, but still better. He's better than he was. On my Epic account, if we jump over there real quick, here we go. On my Epic account, I am just grinding through some Mad Wizard free plays, just going to 30 and resetting. I've done 101 resets. So, yep, I'm almost a quarter of the way done with level 4 Modron. Oh yeah, I started remapping the top area of my Modron here, because what I want to do is trying to, like, bring it around here and then swoop it back over and see if I can't get epic on both this damage node and this gold node. That would be nice. But that can wait. For now, like, I'm really just getting it out of this. Although, I can at least load what I had previously. This is what I was using previously. I'm just going to tear this down and then build it around, like I was saying. Like, loop it around here and bring it over here and get to these two. Okay. Yeah, I have unlocked the 3 champions on my... Nope, not that. On my Epic account. So I've got Kreidel, I've got Dungeon Master. I already had Shaka from Time Gate previously. So that means I'm also ready to open up some chests for them. Let me do that before I forget, because I often forget. And I don't want to do that this time. Oh yeah, and I have plenty of other champions that still need some blues as well. So behold, the power of Electrum chests. You get so much stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to open them all. Nice. Okay, so where's that? Let us land. Dungeon Master's got everything filled. Kreidel's got everything filled. For that matter, how's my full team doing? Okay, Greens, Deacons, Korth, Kreidel, Artemis, Grommet. Alright, alright. There's still a lot that I could benefit from with electrons here. Yeah, plenty of champions that still need blues. Dungeon Master is going to be the focus of the event for me, by the way. It's because where you do want to use him is probably going to be the hardest content in the game, generally. So I want to make sure that he's as geared up as I possibly can. It's going to be easier for me to go for full epics on my Steam account than my Epic account, but I'm still going to try. Alright, back to Steam. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this one. And I would like to play Dungeon Master's variants today. Kind of matching up with my code here. Avenger and Tiamat. It's Tiamat the Dragon! You saw this yesterday on, was it Community Q&A? Yeah, I think it was Community Q&A that Sean played through Tiamat the Dragon, and I was there providing commentary. And it's an interesting one. So it costs 5,000 event tokens to start this, leaves for this event. You have to complete area 175. Dungeon Master starts the formation with Words of Encouragement unlocked. That's the one where he provides temporary hit points to the entire team. He can be moved, but not removed. Champions only regain 50% of their maximum hit points when changing areas. At the start of each area, Tiamat has a 75% chance to show up. She briefly appears and breathes on the champions, dealing 90% of the champion's maximum health and damage if the champion does not have any temporary hit points, but only wiping out the temporary hit points if they do. Dungeon Master grants temporary health at the start of areas when he doesn't run off to do his own thing. Use the specialization to make it more likely he sticks around if Tiamat's giving you grief. Alright, let's go. Never mind. My Dungeon Master's already being used over here. So I have to finish up Ultimate Madness first. I forgot that I had that group going. Okay, fine. Fine. Tiamat, you'll have to wait. For now. So in that case, let me just get some people out here. It doesn't matter, because my click damage is good enough to do this without any help. So I'm just gonna put whoever I want on the field. Alright. And now we're literally just waiting. We're just gonna be waiting for Ultimate Madness to finish up in pretty soon. 125. Okay, so while we're doing that, let's get to questions. So, if you're new to the show, hi! Welcome! I'm Mars. I basically live on this Twitch channel. I stream like 13 hours of content on this channel each week. It's a lot. I think 13 and a half. Hopefully more in the future. I would like that. I love streaming. Anyway, I answer questions on the show. We show off new content and we answer questions. So, if you have questions for me, the best place to do that is over on the Twitch channel, over on the Twitch chat, because if you ask questions over there, then my moderator, who is Jordan today, thank you Jordan, will be able to catch your questions and put them in the backstage questions document that I use to keep track of everything. We're going to start by answering the leftover questions that I did not have time to get to at the end of yesterday's episode. Starting with Foolish Genius. Hey Mars! From Fenamasu. Internally, DM stats are all 18, and his exact age is 1001. Okay, so I was right. I was right about Dungeon Master's ability scores being all 18s. Even though it says question marks, they're all 18s, because we figured that out by testing. That's cool, that's cool. Alright, and his exact age is 1001. Alright, well, I'm glad to know that, because that's something that I don't think I would have been able to test and, like, figure out on my own. I figured it was going to be one of two things. Either his age is 1001, so that it is just barely over 1000, or his age is like 9999, or whatever is like the highest number that can go to. So, okay, 1001. Cool, cool. Thank you, Foolish. Thank you, Fenamasu. J-Mick Unyielding, question. Hey Mars, feeling crummy? Any fun stuff? Oh yeah, I remember this comment from yesterday. J-Mick, if you're here, I hope you're feeling better. I really do. I'm sorry that you were having a bad day yesterday. I hope that it got better for you. We'll find something to laugh and smile about today. I desperately want to go back to sleep. But I can smile about the fact that I had very nice dreams. And being awake, I can remember those dreams. So even in the face of something bad, being conscious, I can celebrate something good, the dreams that I had last night. There's a silver lining to every dark cloud. Foolish Genius, what does Makos count again for self-buff? Evil and Warlocks? Yep, that's it, exactly. That's why the formation that I was using just a few minutes ago was exactly that. Just all Evil plus Warlocks, except I needed one more tank, so I threw Tatiana in there. Little victories, that's right. It's what gets us through the day. And life in general. Jamie Kenielding, hey Mars, request quick shop sale review, specifically Ascended packs. Yeah, sure. I gotta go over to my Epic account for this, but I can check out what's on sale in the shop right now. Right, so there's a discount for Arch Magi Dungeon Master theme pack right now for the launch discount. Like, this one just came out, so there's a little discount there. So, Hoot the Overgrown Owlbear. Oh man, $3 for a familiar? Nice. It's rare that we see a familiar pack go for, like, that low. $5 is generally the lowest that you see. So that's great, like, not even the price of a bubble tea for this. Clover the Flower Dragon for 9. Okay, what's the difference here? You're getting 6 epic potions for that, and you're getting, oh, significantly more, plus a potion of polish. Okay, that explains the price difference. The fact that you get a potion of polish out of this might make the difference there. Wormspeaker Archon, Red Wizard Dadius. I mean, Wormspeaker Archon's a pretty cool skin. Oh, Brunor Stark pack? Really? Oh, okay. You're really getting the golden epic and the 5 gold chests here. The rares, like, you just get those out of regular chests anyway. Whoa. Okay, like other starter packs too? This is a good one if you're going for Jarlaxle DPS, which is not generally something that longtime players do, but early game it can help. Ascendant Walnut. Probably the coolest skin for Walnut, actually. That's awesome. I love the leaf print scimitar. When I was a kid, when I was like 10 years old, and running my very first D&D campaign, I put so many magic swords on this island that I had my players running around, and one of the magic swords that I came up with was basically exactly this. Like a scimitar that was like plant themed. So that just makes my inner child happy. Ascendant Vlania. Vlania's not really popularly used. Okay, that's a very cool Strix skin. Strix is still fine. Strix is still pretty good. Not a top DPS, but still pretty good. Ah, yes. When Melf needs to go to a concert or party at the club, he always brings his magic glow stick sword. Ascendant Evelyn. Yeah, the coolest Evelyn skin. Oh wow, the whole bundle is on sale. Okay, so let's see. It's 7 for each of the Ascendants. And then being 5 of them is like 35. And then it goes down to 28. Okay, so like, if you get the bundle, you're basically getting one of the packs for free then. Like, that's how much you're saving, is the equivalent of getting one of them for free. That's cool. I do not, I don't know. Makos. Oh, are all the starter packs like $5? Except Brunor's is even cheaper. Cool. Okay, what are the golden epics that you're getting out of these starter packs? Shara. I mean, if you're going to still go Ashara DPS, then you're going to want that anyway. Minsk. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, that's a really good one. Like, all of these others have just been self-damage or all-champion damage, but for Mince to actually get a formation ability Golden Epic out of the starter pack, I didn't know that he got that. That's fantastic. So, that's probably the most valuable item out of these starter packs that I'm seeing so far. Oh, wow. Champions of Renown Year 1 is half off? Oh, geez. This is slightly less valuable for Steam players right now because you're able to get Caddy Brie from the Whittle's Champions of Renown promotion that's happening at the moment. But everybody else that you're getting out of this, plus the chests and the shinies that you're getting out of this, that's fantastic. Oh, Witchlight Warden! Cool! Yeah, I like this look. Force Grey bundle. Yeah, what are the goldens that you get out of this? All champion damage, self damage. Oh, National Performer Hitch, that's a good one. Frontline Fighter. I mean, I guess that's a good one if you use Jamila DPS. I don't know many people that do. But I recognize that I probably need to oh, and Bardic Inspiration. Really? I didn't know that we ever put that on sale. That's cool. I recognize that I need to revisit my thoughts on various DPS options right now, because someone provided both screenshots and video proof to me to show that Krydle DPS, of all things, is apparently incredibly good, whereas I thought Krydle was bad. So I'm gonna need to check that out. I'm gonna need to check out Krydle DPS. Apparently, it's something to do with Krydle's smokescreen. Rajuvie, there you are. Rajuvie's in chat right now. That's the one. That's the person who broke my brain yesterday and this morning, showing me that apparently there is an unspoken Krydle meta blossoming. What? So I'm not going to get into that today, because I do not understand it yet. I'm going to try to figure it out over the weekend, and then we're going to visit this next week. Mm-hmm. Alright. More of the leftovers so that I can get to the new stuff. Remember, if you got questions for me, please post them, because I like chatting with you all. I like this show being very conversational. You know, like, I want you all to feel seen and heard and appreciated. Because back when I was just a viewer, that meant the world to me. I just wanted people to notice me. Total Void. I'm new to the game, like, really new. And I'm using Jarlaxle since all my characters have good neutral alignment. Is that okay? Total Void, first of all, welcome to Idle Champions. I don't know if you're here today because this is a leftover question, but glad to have you. I hope that you enjoy Idle Champions and the community that is surrounding it. If you're super new and you're using Jarlaxle and surrounding him with good neutral alignments, yes, that is okay. Further into the game, when you're more established, even in just like a couple of weeks probably, you're going to find that if you experiment with other DPS options, they will outpace Jarlaxle, they will outperform Jarlaxle. But for those early days, yeah, Jarlaxle is a solid DPS choice. You're not doing anything wrong. For that matter, you can keep using Jarlaxle, as long as you're having fun. That's the most important thing, right? It's a video game. We're all just here to have fun playing a video game, so as long as you're enjoying yourself, you're not doing anything wrong, and it's totally okay. Cheers. I wish more people understood that. Kuya Goods, is there a maximum level for the click damage? As far as I'm aware, no. As far as I am aware, no, there is not. I have never seen anyone posting proof of a maximum level for click damage, and I have seen some absurd levels of click damage. Mekimura Osu. Question. Hey Mars. Hi. I've been playing since the end of the last event. I have 29 champions now. Unlocked Azaka, but failed on Dragon Bait till I have more favor. Yeah, it's tough. When should I look at unlocking patrons? Just got the gear levels to be able to open merch today. I remember Meki Murorosu that, I guess because I couldn't get to that one on the show yesterday, you took it to either Formation Save or Community Q&A, and we tackled it there. So, already answered. And yes, I see you in chat. Cool. Good to see you again. Glad you're here. Irian, yeah, go do your patrons. Get started on merch right away. Irian, question: why is Caddy breeding so much love at the moment? If you find out, let me know. I have no idea. Like we had that code. I think it was printed in a magazine or something for giving out Caddy breed to people, and then there was this special guest star Caddy breed happening, which I totally forgot to show off Wednesday and yesterday because, my God, this week has been a roller coaster. So there's also this, and then there's the Whittles Champions of Renown pack that gives all Steam players Caddy Brie and Chest and Shiny for Caddy Brie. And then the Champions of Renown Year 1 pack is on sale right now, and that also includes Caddy Brie and Chest for Caddy Brie and Shinies for Caddy Brie. So, what the heck? Is it Caddy Brie's birthday this week or something? Like, what is going on? I don't know. It could just be coincidences that have lined up, but I can tell you that, like, at least internally, everything that I see, I haven't seen anyone talking about, like, let's go really hard on pushing Caddy Brie right now. There's no one's saying that. I don't know what's up with this. It's weird to me too. She is getting a lot of love right now, and I have no idea why. All right, on to the new stuff. Let's get going. Jamek Unyielding. Hey Mars and chat. Good to see you again, Jamek. I hope you're doing better today. How's Baldur's Gate 3? Me try 1 and 2. Have hard time with older system. 3 look good, but also not ready for play. What think? I have done 2 playthroughs of Baldur's Gate 3. They only have Act 1 available right now because it's still early access. From what I understand, because I keep up with the news about it, they are planning for a full release in 2023, so that's awesome. And the full game will release all at once. They're not going to trickle out like one act at a time until it's done. It's just going to go from Act 1 for early access to here's the full game. Cool. They have been adding classes and options for character creation over time. Like, I think you can do Barbarian and Sorcerer now, and when I first played through it, those weren't even options for you. I really enjoyed my time with it the first time through, but I need to couch that in a couple of things. One, I tried the older Baldur's Gate games because I actually won them in a giveaway on a D&D Twitch stream, like a few years ago. I won copies of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, so I tried them. It's not for me. I wish it was, because I won them in a giveaway. But I tried it, and it's like, no, this is not my bag. Not my cup of tea. No, thank you. Baldur's Gate 3, however, is from Larian Studios, and they're the ones who make the Divinity series. So if you have tried and played Divinity Original Sin 2, and you enjoyed it very much, you're going to enjoy Baldur's Gate 3, because it feels like, oh, I'm just playing Divinity Original Sin 2, but it's just reskinned for Dungeons and Dragons. This is awesome. So yes, I have been enjoying it very much, and I am very much looking forward to the full release. They've also been improving the cinematics over time. Like, on launch day of Early Access, it was pretty rough. Like, there's a scene where a red dragon's flying by, and its wings don't even flap, it just kind of goes, whee! Boop! Just lands. It's weird. But now, it's actually a full cinematic, and it's better. So they really have been making progress over time. Also, their marketing videos that they put out, where one of their developers is just always wearing a full suit of armor for some reason. I don't know, it's cute. I like it. There's a certain charm to their marketing. Alright, now we can finally play It's Tiamat the Dragon! Okay. And then... Oh no! It's gonna be just like that. A lot. A lot of that. I'm gonna need temporary hit points. Yes, fear not champions. I want to keep Dungeon Master here as often as possible so that I can keep the temporary hit points happening. So Calliope, you're gonna help me with this too. Okay. And let me get healers in general. And then after this, we're going to play an Azaka DPS formation because that's what I said we were going to do today. Oh yeah, Baloth. This is one that Sean did yesterday, and it was pretty cool. Using Baloth for this, he can at least stop someone from dying to this attack once per 60 seconds. Who else do I want out here? I mean, at this point, probably just speed champions, honestly. Just so we can get through this more quickly. Hello, Minsk. You have a history with Tiamat yourself, don't you, Minsk? I remember a particularly ferocious battle that you were involved in at one point for Idle Champions Presents. It's pretty sweet. Okay. And... Shaka. Sure. Saw someone in chat mentioning Shaka. So we'll bring Shaka. And Celeste. Why not? And Life Domain, so just healing 2 columns. Take Blinding Wall, because it doesn't really matter. Okay. And I need one more. Spurt just because it's funny. Sure, Centipede, fine. Okay, and Familiar on the hammer. Alright. You dead! Plop. Spurt versus Tiamat. Yeah! Alright, great. Cool. So, we got this running. Back to questions. Meki Murorosu, question. Hey Mars, here's some help for your 50 questions goal. What is your name? It's actually Ryan Blake Hall, just like it says on my Twitter link there, but please call me Mars. That is my preference for online interactions. What is your quest? I want to be famous. To be perfectly transparent, to be perfectly honest. And I want to spread joy. Like genuine, positive joy about the things that I'm passionate about. As much as I can, as far and wide as I can, as often as I can. And ultimately leverage all of that success, hopefully, into being a positive influence on some aspect of the world that really needs it, like mental health awareness, for example. That's a cause that matters to me very much. If I can do some good in the world and have some fun along the way, then I will consider that a quest complete. And what is your favorite color? Okay. I have a lot of colors that I really love, but I'm going to go with my all-time favorite being ice blue. Ice Blue. That's been my favorite since I was a little kid. Octarine, the color of magic. Hey, good choice, Lurking Rider. I know that reference. Thank you, Mickey Moroso. That was fun. Reds fan, question. Mars, what would you tell people who complain about that developer nerf Ash on purpose, which I know they didn't? Okay. What would I tell the people who are complaining about Ashara nerf? Your feedback has been heard loud and clear. Trust me. It's been a stressful week. And while we are unlikely to walk back that change to Paragon of Curse Ball, I am willing to bet that the public response to that change is going to be something that informs all of our design decisions moving forward, especially for rebalances. Yeah. It could have been handled better, or perhaps it shouldn't have happened in the first place. I like when things get shaken up. Of course, Artemis and Krond and Zorbu are still kings of DPS, and Ashara has fallen from grace a little bit here. It's not that Ashara is any weaker now, but that Ashara DPS is a lot harder to set up now. The term that I saw someone use on Discord at one point was that Ashara DPS formations are just more homogenous now. There's going to be less diversity among Ashara DPS formation designs now, which I think, like, yeah, that's a legitimate complaint and a problem. It's not ideal. So it's a sad day. I mean, I'm an Ashara main myself. Look at my full legendary Ashara. I put a lot of investment in my own Ashara, and yeah, it's upsetting. To me, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the game. I will just pivot to a different DPS, like I always do. Back when Archon was the flavor of the day, yeah, I mained Archon. Back when Strix was the flavor of the day, I mained Strix. Back when Zorbu was the flavor of the day, I mained Zorbu. Then I mained Ashara, and now I'm going to be moving to somebody else. I've been talking about moving to Frida DPS main for months now, and perhaps it's finally time, now that that's happened. It's another one of those dark clouds with silver linings, because this does provide the impetus for me to finally jump ship and go to a different DPS. Ashara DPS is still going to be fine in free plays, which is where I'm generally using her anyway, just trying to get favor from deep pushes and events or campaigns or what have you. The problem really comes from doing variants, and especially patron variants with Ashara now. Like, she's already very picky about who you're using on your team, and now you have fewer choices in order to set her up correctly, so it's just going to be harder in general to use her. So you'll probably still see me using Ashara DPS for free plays, for favor, just because it probably still is my strongest DPS that I have. But outside of that, I'm probably using her a lot less nowadays. That being said, there were positive changes for Delina, Makos, Jamila, Azaka, and Rhea. I don't think that any of these individual positive changes outweigh the negative change to Ashara here. But maybe together? I don't know. I'm hoping that at least the Delina, Makos, Jamila buffs will help newer players. Changes aren't made across the board for all players, right? Sometimes changes are made to help newer players or older players or, I don't know, different people at different points of their career through Idle Champions. So I'm hoping that those changes for Delina and Makos and Jamila help newer players. I suppose one way that I can find out is if I make another new account, number 11, and just decide that I'm going to be a Makos main or a Jamila main or something. I don't know. It's a spicy time right now. I'm hoping that further changes that we have won't have that level of a response, of negative response from the community. But we shall see. Silver Axe, can you show me a formation to farm Dungeon Master for newbie with DLC giveaway heroes like Orkira, Avon, etc.? Show me a formation to farm Dungeon Master for a newbie with the DLC giveaway heroes. Okay, so like using core plus the champions that you get from the Steam promotion that's happening right now. Yeah, I can do that. Let's park on stage 42, and I will try to set up a formation using that. Okay. Let's put everybody away. So I'm forced to use Dungeon Master here, so allow me to continue using Dungeon Master, please. Goodbye, hair swoosh. Alright, so core, champions, plus the champions that you're getting from the Steam promotion right now, plus Hitch. And let's say plus the current event champions as well, so Shaka and Kreidel and Dungeon Master. So like, if you were a Steam player and you started today, these would be all the champions that you could have today, like by the end of today. So you've got Dungeon Master, you've got Kreidel, you've got Shaka because you just beat stage 50 and for their unlocked missions and got them from the current event. And you're playing on Steam, so you also got Whittle. I'll put her in her base skin so it doesn't confuse people. Whittle. And you got Catti-Brie. And you got Averin. And you got... Who else? What else do you get from this? Orkira and Ayla. Oh my god. This is a really good pack that they're giving away for people. This is fantastic. Alright, so... First of all, Orkira. Incredible healer, and you want her to be not adjacent to as many people as possible because she will then heal all of those people she's not adjacent to. So this is a great formation for Akira because you can put her right here, and then she's only adjacent to one person. Hello, Gallifreys. Good to see you. Whittle is a speed champion and fantastic at it. Also good support in general. She can make people attack faster. It's really, really nice to have. Although she wants adjacencies for that, and it's difficult to get adjacencies here. I might end up using Nelly, but I'm going to start with Ayla, because Ayla is a tank and a support, and she's awesome. Like, Naeli as a tank wants your DPS to be in the column immediately behind her. So, like, if I was using Jarlaxle DPS and I had Naeli out here, I would want Jarlaxle to be in the column immediately behind. But Ayla doesn't care. Ayla doesn't care where my DPS is. I can put Jarlaxle wherever I want. But I might not use Jarlaxle. Okay, let's see. Who else? Ooh, Catti-Brie. Yes, Catti-Brie's good. Dungeon Master also doesn't care about positioning, so putting him next to Orkira might be good. Ooh, Tyrell for a tank would be useful. I guess I am going to have to use Naeli. Okay. Not ideal. Because I need 3 tanks. And as long as Tyrell is in wild shape form, Tyrell is a tank. Okay. Averin is really strong, always and forever. Hitch. Okay. I guess Calliope. So if I do, like, this, I could go with Catti-Brie DPS. Yeah, Calliope has a pretty fast attack speed. So using her with Catti-brie around Whittle is going to make Catti-brie attack faster. Okay, so I'm basically setting up a Catti-brie DPS formation here. This is not bad, actually. Take whatever specialization for Whittle gives you, like, the most champions in formation targeted number here. Because it's just counting the people that are adjacent to her that would receive the buff. Usually just taking the middle one, Mind and Body, is going to do like 90% of the champions with that one. In the zone. Catti-brie. Catti-brie, how's your charisma? Not good enough for Hitch, actually. So this might need to be Hitch DPS? Stormcaller. I'm going good for Averin regardless. Because any of the DPS that I'm considering are good aligned. Hitch has got it good. Catti-brie's got it good. Okay. Now let's see. Between these two. Ooh, E4 difference? Yeah, I should probably go with Hitch. Okay. There you go. So here is a core plus Steam promotion plus current event champions formation that you can use in Dungeon Master's formation shape. And honestly, a pretty good one. Ayla and Tyrell are fantastic tanks. They have a lot of survivability. And we've got our buffers in the best spots that I can get them, I think. So if I want to make use of Whittle, then I need Whittle to be adjacent to my DPS. I also want Averin adjacent to, however, I want Averin adjacent to as many mirror images as he can get. So I might want to, like, I might want to move Averin around the formation depending on where his mirror images appear. But this should do the job. This should get you what you need. Just gonna keep a familiar on Calliope's ultimate. Just in case. Just in case. Alright. And, ooh, Tyrell's as well. Alright, back to questions. That was fun. Thank you, Silver Axe. Indie Boy. Hey guys, how is the best way to get the ETS in the game? ETS? Do you mean pets? What, did you just forget a P there? Pets? Like the familiars? I'm gonna assume that that's what you mean, because that's... Oh, there you go. Hello, Indie Boy. Familiars? Okay, cool, cool. Just want to make sure that I understood the question. Okay, so, best way to get familiars. There are a number of familiars that you can get from gems in the gem shop. Which I can't show on Steam because I own them all. So I need to go over to Epic. Oh. Apparently I have a time gate to give me favor from. Sure. That's fine. Okay, so. In the gem shop. Familiars, please. I already own 4. The Mage Hand, the Gelatinous Cube, the Pixie, and Armored Juniper. So I already have 4 of the gem familiars, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So there's 10 familiars that you can get from the gem shop. Gems are a free-to-play currency. You get gems every time you beat up a boss. So the objective then is, how do you farm gems as fast as possible so that you can earn these familiars as fast as possible? And for that, the answer is collect speed champions, get Modron automation going, and then just set up a save formation using speed champions. And 3 familiars on the field, 1 familiar on leveling click damage, and then as you get familiars, also put them on your speed champions so that they can activate their speed mechanics for the farming that you're trying to do. Going to Mad Wizard is a really good place, even if you don't have automation, even if you have to like run through it manually. Going through Mad Wizard is good because any of these stages that have a portal, or various other things, there's like a pedestal with an orb on it and stuff like that. Anyway, there's a lot of stages where enemies spawn faster than usual. And the faster enemies are spawning, the faster you can kill them. The faster you're killing enemies, the faster you're getting to and clearing bosses, and thus the faster you are accruing gems. And the Mad Wizard has the most fast-spawning stages of any adventure. So this is why a lot of people go to the Mad Wizard to farm for gems. If you have a very well-geared, like Whittle and Human and other people like that, then I believe going to Cursed Farmer is actually better. But if you're just getting started with gem farming, you should probably go to Mad Wizard. Anyway, so there's 10 familiars that you can get from the gem shop that way. And what is the grand total of gems that you need for that? It's... Oh, hold on. I can just calculate this. Okay, so there's 250,000, 200,000, 450,000, 550,000, 600, 700,000, plus 120, 820,000, plus 30, that's 850, 860, 865, 865,250 gems. I believe that's the grand total to get all of the familiars that cost gems in the game. But then beyond that, while you're working on that, you can also work on patrons. Once you have patrons unlocked, and you can start gaining some patron influence and patron currency, each of the patron shops also has one familiar for sale. Oh, I went past it. Conjured Spider. Toy Werewolf, and I don't have Zerial yet. I can unlock Zerial! Done. Gimme. Yeah! I've got all the patrons now. Yeah! Oh, that feels good. Baby Quail. Cool, cool. I got all the patrons. Nice. Well, there's another milestone down. So there's 4 more that way. So there's 14 free-to-play familiars that you could get. If you're playing on Steam, so you have the Steam promo that's happening right now, then you also get a familiar for free. It's like a grumpy little toadstool. It's so cute. So there's that too. So there's, if you're on Steam, there's 15 that you can get then. And that's how you can get some of the pets in the game. Other than that, all of the other pets in the game are either current or retired content packs that you can purchase. Mars has all the patrons. Time to release another patron. I would welcome it. You know, if this is the summoning ritual that it requires for C&E to release a new patron for everybody, then okay, I'm good with that. And then I'll start another account and play it until I unlock all the patrons again. That'd be 5, and then they'll release the 6th one, and then I gotta start again. If that's the sequence we have to go through to get patrons out the door, then I welcome it. I'll do it. That is not how it's done, but it would be funny. Zujun, question. Thoughts on Dungeon Master? Find him useful in getting the stacking champions better, like Dahani via Relentless Misfortune Strahd variant. Oh! Oh, that's interesting! That's interesting, Zujun. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That's, yeah, I guess there are certain variants that are useful for stacking up the permanent stacking champions, and sometimes it's unfortunate that those champions don't qualify for those variants. But then Dungeon Master could make them qualify by getting them in as a special guest star. Of course, it's up to RNG whether you even get them. You might have to keep resetting until you get them, but it might be worth the trouble if you really, really, really want to farm up Zorbu or Dahani or Torgar or whatever. Yeah, that's very interesting. Ah. Ha ha. Ah. That's very insightful, Zujin. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. My thoughts on Dungeon Master, he's awesome. He's really cool. I like everything that you're able to get out of him. He's not going to be a champion that people are going to be using a lot in the meta as far as like deep pushes go for free plays. You're not going to see people talking about that. There's going to, of course, be like diehard fans of the cartoon. They just grew up with it, or maybe they just really, really love the character. They're going to be using Dungeon Master in Uni. Oh, I just noticed that Uni's legs are shaking too. Oh, poor thing. Oh, I'm sorry you're so scared of everything, Uni. Don't worry, we'll protect you. No, I won't. Yeah, people are going to be using Dungeon Master in variants, though. And as far as that's concerned, I feel like it's going to be an incredibly common thing that players will suggest to each other, have you tried Dungeon Master? For whenever someone's having trouble with a variant. Uh-oh! Tiamat's killing us. Oh no. That's fine, I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna go a little faster, actually. A little bit faster now, please. One's enough. One's enough. See, I feel like Dungeon Master is going to be a very popular champion, but only in his niche. But his niche is enormous. He has a wide use niche. Will have you try Dungeon Master be the newest ranking game? Yeah, I think so, yes. Star Chaser, please review Kreidl's DPS on stream. Please? Please? Okay, I will. But next week, please. Give me time to experiment with it on my own and, like, try to wrap my head around this. I have to, like, condition myself out of just accepting that Kreidl is bad. Apparently, Kreidl is secretly extremely good, and that hurts my brain. I don't understand it yet. All I know is someone sent me pictures and video. Rejuvi sent me pictures and video proving that you can do over, like, Z1500, 1500 using Kreidl DPS. It's incredible. Nonon, was Kreidl using Briv to skip bosses? I don't know. Briv was in the formation that Rejuvi showed me. But I don't know if their Briv was skipping bosses. Hi, I love idle games, but I don't know this game. Can you explain to me how this game works, and also what are the activities that we can do in Idle Champions? Welcome! This is a new chatter, so welcome. Good to have you. Yeah, I can talk about Idle Champions. So I've been playing this game pretty much every day. Little breaks, like maybe a week long at the most, here and there. But I've been playing this game pretty much every day since September of 2017. So I know a lot about Idle Champions. I play a lot of Idle Champions. So if you play a lot of idle games, then you already know that it's a genre of, like, incremental games. Now, there is something to be said about how the word idle in Idle Champions is a little bit of a misnomer. This actually can be a very active game. It can be an idle game, but it can be very active. So it appeals to both styles of gameplay, if you have a preference. There are elements in the game that allow you to make the game more idle, or less idle for that matter. So you can kind of customize the experience to the way that you want it to be. Like collecting familiars, these are basically auto-clickers. These are the creatures that are on the field. They're clicking things for me, and it helps a lot with making the game experience more idle. But essentially, the heart and soul of the game is collecting the characters. As of this week, we have 100 characters in the game. They're called champions. We have 100 champions in the game, and it's like Pokemon style. You gotta catch them all. And the reason you want them is because not just they're fun, they're cool characters and you want to collect them, but also because they're necessary. You need them. The actual content of the game to play are adventures and adventure variants. Adventure variants is what we use to refer to adventures that have special restrictions. What I'm playing right now is an adventure variant. There's a lot of rules text here saying what's different about this, why is this special. Basically, for this one, there is a good chance that on any given stage, this giant 5-headed dragon named Tiamat will show up and blast my entire party with this combination breath weapon of like lightning and fire and acid and frost and all kinds of stuff. And it does enormous damage. 90% of my party's health in damage is just gone. Unless they have a shield. And then it'll just zap away the shield. So for this one, you really want to use champions that give shields to each other in order to get through this and just survive it. So then you want to collect champions that actually can give shields to each other in order to get through this. By completing variants, or just adventures in general, you will get gems, you will get treasure chests. Treasure chests contain gear for characters. So like here's a chest for Dungeon Master. And now I've got more gear for my Dungeon Master, so he's stronger. Gear improves the abilities, the numbers of your champions. So here's my Dungeon Master currently. Level 4 robe, level 4 amulet, level 20 wristbands, level 18 dice set, level 5 books, level 18 fantasy thrill ride. It's a roller coaster cart. It's so cool. Compared to, here's Jarlaxle, level 4,960 rapier, level 4,838 eye patch, etc. So I've been gearing up my Jarlaxle for a long time. Whereas Dungeon Master, I just got him this week. So it's going to take a while, years before he has numbers that are that huge. But that's okay, because event champions like Dungeon Master are just generally more powerful, or they're supposed to be generally more powerful than champions like Jarlaxle. This is a character that you actually start the game with. So he's pretty good, but he's not like the best thing ever. Because you get him right at the start. You don't have to work for it. The champions they actually have to work for are generally, not always, but generally better than the ones that you start with. You get 12 characters right out the gate, right when you start playing the game. Plus, if you're playing on Steam right now, you'll get 5 more. You'll also get 16 chests for each of those characters, each of those 5 that you're getting for free. And a familiar, so you also get an auto-clicker pet as well. And that's really the heart of it, is you're collecting all the characters so that you can band together this group of heroes and go on noble adventures across the land. There are many adventures that you can do. I mean, hundreds. Grand Tour of the Sword Coast takes you all along the Sword Coast of Faerun, which is the world of Dungeons & Dragons. It also takes you to Barovia, one of the domains of dread ruled over by the Dark Lord Strahd von Zarovich. You also go to the Underdark, which is like this massive underground world beneath the world of Dungeons & Dragons. Like with dark elves and demons and mushroom people and all kinds of cool stuff like that. In the Tomb of Annihilation, you go to the jungle peninsula of Chult, which even has an active volcano, in order to try to stop a terrible supervillain who is basically a zombie wizard from destroying the entire world. In Waterdeep Dragon Heist, you're going through Waterdeep, which is one of the cities on the Sword Coast. You're trying to, like, unravel this scheme that's involving multiple, like, criminal gangs of the underworld that are all, like, vying for this lost treasure, and you're trying to race against the clock to get to the treasure before anyone else does. And there's lots of plot twists and turns and intrigue and stuff, and you end up going to the Undermountain, the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, where you encounter all kinds of horrors. It's a very scary place. In Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, you literally go to hell, because basically a major city ends up falling into hell, and you have to fight everything in hell to bring it back, involving the fallen angel that rules over this plane as well. And Tiamat, who I'm fighting in my current adventure, but she looks very different. In Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, there is basically a snowpocalypse that is probably going to happen if you don't stop Auril, the Frost Maiden, an evil goddess of ice and snow, the Rime. So yeah, you travel all along this upper area over here of the Sword Coast so that you can combat Auril, the Frost Maiden, and there's also lots of other villains and such involved. Some really cool boss fights in here. And Wild Beyond the Witchlight, we've only just gotten started, really. We're only a few adventures into this one. There's still a long way to go. This is the current campaign that's being worked on. It's a carnival that ends up taking you into the Feywild, which is a realm of fairies and pixies, and they're not necessarily good things. They can, in fact, be very, very bad and dangerous things. So it's a bit of a comedy and also a bit of a dark story at times. So I hope that answers it. You're playing through a lot of like really cool storylines that are actually adapted from real Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition products. Because this is an officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons video game. We get the thumbs up from Wizards of the Coast. The Lurking Writer, question. When you do figure out the Kreidel thing, could you talk about it on your second stream on Wednesday? That way I'll actually be able to catch it live. Okay, a specific request for the Wednesday afternoon stream. Okay. Alright, sure, I can do that. If I might do it, I might, like, revisit it on Wednesday afternoon stream. If I, like, figure it out and I learn how to do it and I can show it off on a stream earlier than that to catch the morning crowd, I will. But then I'll just have understood it even more, because you know you really understand something if you can explain it to other people. So then revisiting it to explain it a second time on Wednesday afternoon, yeah, I can do that for you. Lurking Rider, question. Original or enhanced edition of Baldur's Gate? The ones that I played were the enhanced editions. It just wasn't really my thing. I don't know. It wasn't really my thing. I like Baldur's Gate 3 very much, though. It's really fun pushing goblins or spiders or whatever off of cliffs. That is so enjoyable. I think the Barbarian class that they put out is, like, even better about pushing things off of cliffs than other classes, which is very tempting for me to play a Barbarian because that is so much fun, just shoving things around. Talon, what does free play do in normal maps? Does it drop chests like free play? Oh, it looks like that question got, like, cut off a little bit there. So, what does free play do in normal maps? Ah, nice, we completed Team Math Dragon. Yay. Cool. On normal maps, outside of, like, during an event, you get chests. Like, if I play an event free play, then I'll get a chest for Dungeon Master. Or Shaka. Or Kreidel. But if I play a free play Outside of the event, like in a normal campaign, whether it's Grand Tour, or Tomb of Annihilation, Waterdeep Dragon Eyes, Waterdeep Inverness, Heist of Realm of the Frostmaiden, Wild Man of the Witchlight, whatever, I don't get a special reward for clearing stage 50. I just get whatever drops from boss fights. That's it. But speaking of doing a free play, I'm going to go to the running free play. I'm going to go to Shaka. I'm going to use this for doing a deep push. So now I'm going to want to actually set up an Azaka formation. So please, everyone, join me in designing an Azaka DPS formation. And now I really want to make use of Whittle here, because I find a particular aspect of the Azaka changes very interesting. So to open up the changelog, take a look at the Azaka changes. Azaka has a great niche, but needs some help with her DPS and support abilities before you hit your wall. Curse of Lycanthropy damage bonus has increased from 100% to 400%. Okay. Taste for Blood damage bonus increased from 10% to 25% per stack. This is the one I'm really interested in. Adept Traveler base damage buff increased from 100% to 80%. Okay, more damage, cool, thanks. But I'm mainly interested in that Taste for Blood. So if I'm going to go Azaka DPS, I'm going to take Lycanthrope Forever. You take Resist the Curse if you want to go gold farming. You take Lycanthrope Forever if you want her DPS. It's pretty straightforward on that. Alright, so here's Azaka. Curse of Lycanthropy. Azaka is a Were-Tiger. After 12 attacks in human form, she changes into a Were-Tiger for 60 seconds, increasing her damage by 400%. Guiding Hand gives me more gold. Adept Traveler increases the damage of all champions as long as we are in an outside location, which most of this event is. Taste for Blood. While in Were-Tiger form, Azaka does an additional 25% more damage per attack, stacking multiplicatively. Resets when she changes back to human form. You don't say. That's very interesting. Because then it's just a matter of, like, how many attacks can you make her do in 60 seconds? This is my friend Whittle. And Whittle makes people attack faster. That's what Whittle does. Whittle's Hurry Up now. Champions affected by Whittle's Vampiric Gaze, which is just everyone adjacent to her, have a 25% chance to immediately reset their base attack cooldown after they attack. And only as low as the fastest link, champions affected by Whittle's Vampiric Gaze have a base attack cooldown equal to the quickest of the affected champions. Really? So, what we're saying is, I could potentially get Azaka's... Oh my god, what? Sean! What did I do? I was so excited to work with Ashari DPS! You can't do this to me! It says 999 second cooldown! No! That's the opposite of what I want! Why is that happening? Why? Why is that happening? I was so excited to work with this. I was looking forward to this all week. No! 999 second cooldown. Oh god. Okay. Hold on. I need to put this forward to the team. They need to know about this. I don't know what the heck I just did. Okay. I'm just gonna save that screenshot and show that to people later. Oh, okay. Cool. Why? Is it still busted? It's still busted. Okay, can I just put someone out here who has a fast base attack? Okay, that fixed it. Thank goodness. So, Calliope has a 3.2 attack speed. And then Whittle is taking that and pushing it over to Azaka. But without Calliope, apparently... Wait, now it says 4.5? Okay. Cool. Then I don't know how to recreate that. Okay, I guess it's fixed now. Cool. Yeah, it must have been some kind of weird, like, yeah, underflow error or something. That's so weird. Oh, wait until she gets done with her wear tiger. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's it. Like, when this runs out, then suddenly it'll go up to 999 seconds. Let's see. The pitchfork plunge attack is very satisfying to watch. Yeah! As a Dark Souls fan, I do love me some plunge attacks. Okay, almost done. Yeah, if I can reproduce this, then that's great. Then I can just show Sean and he can fix it. And if I can't reproduce it, okay, I'll just go back to doing what I wanted to do, which is actually do an Azaka DPS team. Okay, she's clearly done. Nope, no, it's working. Okay, great. Well, then let's just keep going with Azaka DPS. All right. Desmond. I would like to use a Desmond, please. Because Desmond can also make people go faster. Yes, speeding up allies. I want to embrace the beast to make Azaka attacking faster. Alright, now who else do I want in here? I need actual tanks, so you're neutral. So I probably shouldn't bring, like, Tyrell. But I could probably go with Ayla. It's fine. Ooh, maybe Grama? So we need 2 tanks. And these both have debuffs, which is good. Okay, and then outside of that, I guess I just want people who... Like, I need someone who attacks fast. Somebody who attacks fast. So that I can get that bonus out of Whittle for Azaka. And then... Oh, well, that's already pretty fast. 4 seconds. Okay, but if I can get that even faster... I can't do, like, Archon. I can't do the Archon Usurp attack speed shenanigan, because then I'm not using Azaka. They're the same bench seat. That doesn't work. Xander? Xander attacks super fast? Really? 3.5? Alright, kid. Welcome aboard. It's time to prove your worth. Now this is a rare sight. 3.5. Which brings Azaka to... Yep, 3.5 second cooldown. Yeah, okay. If I can go even faster... Oh, Human! Yes, yes, yes. Right, so which one do I want for that? For attacking fast? Okay, so I want probably like Human in the middle for cleave on top. Okay, yes, this is increasing damage against boss enemies and making them take off 2 chunks instead of 1. And I'm also getting boss enemies move slower and reduce base attack of champions adjacent to the... Okay, so I'm going to need to move some people around. I need Azaka to be adjacent to Human. I can do that. If I do this and this, then I'm still getting Desmond and Whittle on Azaka. I'm still getting Xander on Whittle for Azaka, and I'm getting Human as well. Okay. So I'm down to a 3-second cooldown on Azaka now. Nice. Alright. This is such a weird formation! I love it. This is great. Okay, what else can we do? Oh, we want Xander next to Desmond. But I also want... I want Whittle and Desmond and Human next to Azaka. But then I want Xander next to Desmond as well? So that Xander's attacking faster because of Desmond's... What's it called again? Oh, yeah, Howl at the Moon. I'm looking right at it. Okay, if I do... Oh, I also want Xander in the column in front of Azaka. Alright, so... If we do... this... If we do this... Now we've got... Desmond's next to Xander, so that Xander's attack speed is going down. Yeah, 2.25. Nice. Oh, but now Whittle's not adjacent to Xander. Ah! This is hard. This is really hard. Okay, if I do this... And then this... What's Azaka down to now? 2.88. And over here is 3. So yeah, this is better. Oh, but if I move Desmond here... Okay, now Desmond's next to Xander. And Desmond and Azaka are next to Whittle. And Whittle's next to everybody. And Human's next to Azaka. Okay, I think this worked. I think we've got everything that I wanted out of this now. Ugh, that was ugly. Okay. So Azaka's down to 2.75. That's a bingo. Okay, it's much better. I mean, ideally, I would get this down to 1 second or faster, but I don't think that's happening. 2.75 is definitely an improvement. Oh, 2.63 even better. I wonder how low that goes. Totally. Human next to Desmond and Xander. But then my Human's not adjacent to Azaka. Ugh. Too many people need to be adjacent to too many people. Okay, I need Xander in the column in front of Azaka. Human wants... I want Human adjacent to Azaka because Yasa reduces the base attack cooldown of champions adjacent to the kobolds by 0.5. Oh, I see what you're saying. Xander's the one that's attacking fast. So we want Human next to Xander to make Xander attack even faster, so that then Azaka is copying the attack speed of Xander through Whittle. So Azaka doesn't actually have to be adjacent to Human. Okay. I think I get this now. So I want this, and then this. 2.25. There we go. Xander's just standing backwards, I guess. How's that? Does this pass muster now, chat? What do you think? It's definitely an improvement. 2.25, 2.28. Please pass the mustard. Okay. Well, we should also think about who else that we're going to be using here. This is only half a formation at the moment. We're still missing spots. I don't know, Orkira is always a good choice. I suppose I could bring in Krull. Or Freely. Or... slot 10's not as exciting. Averin. Probably Averin. incredibly powerful Avren. Actually, how many slots do we have left? 2 more? Okay, so between, like, Freely, Kroll, and Orkira... Hard choose. To quote a particular fisherman. Swap Desmond and Whittle? Okay. Swap Desmond and Whittle. Now, what did we get out of that? Just allowing Whittle to be adjacent to more people? And I guess Ayla is now getting Desmond's attack speed buff as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Belle. Am I missing an important comment from you? Sorry. I keep glancing away, I guess, right when you're trying to say something. I'm gonna go with Freely. Lawful. Give me Lawful. Oh, there we go. Bell says, Mars, you can do this a lot easier just by making sure Azaka is getting buffed by both Whittle and Alindra. It'd be a lot more for you to do what you want with the setup. Oh! I hadn't even thought about Alindra. Yeah. Hello, Alindra, who has a wonderful pirate outfit. Oh, it's been a New York minute, hasn't it, Alindra? Just as enemy spawn, yeah. Here's the plains. Yeah, if we're going to be using Avren, or Freely for that matter, then Alindra might be a good idea. And Orkira for that matter. And Whittle. Gosh, yeah, we are... I've accidentally set up a lot of Heroes of the Plains here. Unintentionally. Okay, who would I give up to use Alindra in here? Thank you, Belle. Thank you. Who do I want to give up for this? I don't want to give up anybody. If this was a single tank formation, then I might give up Grama or Ayla and just keep the other one. But that is a hard choice. I'll go with Can I give up Human? Can I give up Human and keep all of the Heroes of the Plains that way? Give up Desmond? Really? I mean, yeah, okay, I guess I'm just getting a little bit of attack speed out of Desmond, and it's not as important as, like, what I'm getting out of Whittle. Okay. We'll see what this looks like. We have 4 adjacent, so I'm going to take Expansive Vision, so we have a greater chance of getting Portent on Azaka that way. Okay, what does this look like now? 3-second cooldown. She's buffing the effects of Avren's Mirror. She's buffing the effects of Freely's Unlucky for Them. She's buffing the effect of Orkira's Elemental Fire. And she's buffing Whittle's Vampiric Gaze. As long as we get the Portent on Azaka. And so since Alindra's putting it on 3 out of 4, then there is a strong chance that we're going to always have Portent on Azaka. Oh, it's on there right now. So Azaka's at 3 seconds. Alright, cool. This looks pretty good. Do we need to move anyone around? Ooh, if I did this... So now Alindra is adjacent to just exactly 3, so these 3 will always be getting the portent. And Avern has a greater chance of being adjacent to more mirror images, because now he has 4 adjacents instead of 3. So yep, that was a good swap. Cool! Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save this one. We might still improve it, but I'm going to go ahead and save this one. I like this. Azaka DPS... 429.22. This is cool. It's so different than what I usually do, and I love that. Alright. Back to questions. And by the way, thank you, Jordan. Belle, just to make you feel better, I only just now noticed this because I'm apparently extremely unobservant today, but Jordan apparently caught your comment about Alindra and threw it into my questions document, spacing between everything else to make sure that I see it, and yet somehow I still didn't see it until just now. But thank you, Jordan, for trying to help. Oh, wow. That is ridiculous. Okay, yes, I'm very focused on my task at hand, apparently. I guess that's a good thing? Good and bad. Okay, back to question. The lurking agent? Okay. Another question for you experts. He said earlier, Hitch would be a better DPS than Catti in the newbie configuration. Where do you get him? Oh, you get Hitch from newsletter. I'm signing with the newsletter. So this guy, Hitch. You can get Hitch by signing up for the newsletter in your game. Just press escape, and then click on newsletter. I'm not going to do that because it'll reveal my personal email, and I don't want y'all to know what that is. Anyway, yeah, just click on that, sign up for the newsletter, and then wait. It shouldn't take longer than a day, but you'll get a code in a newsletter email, and then you redeem that code in your game, like you would any other chest code, and it will give you Hitch forever. It's very good. Still no epic. Okay. Maybe I should set up an email account for people to email me. I do like the idea of fan mail. Coffeenia. Who would send me fan mail, though? Come on. I mean, people could just message me on Discord, for that matter. I'm on Discord. Aw, thank you, chat. Thank you, Arsenic. Thank you, Reds fan. Evelyn says, "Hi, I'm really new to the game. Do you have any suggestions for doing this running event?" Yeah, the number one priority... First, welcome to Idle Champions. I always try to make sure to say that to new people. Welcome. Glad to have you. First priority is unlock the characters that are in the event. So for this event, that's Shaka, Krydle, and Dungeon Master. The most important thing that you can do in any event is just unlock the characters. You do that by completing the base adventure, Grandfather Acorn Krydle, Grandfather Acorn Shaka, Grandfather Acorn Dungeon Master. You have to beat Area 50. And then you just reset, hit complete. As long as you're past age 50, you'll have unlocked the character for that adventure. So do that for all 3. And then at that point, you pick one of the characters' formations, because they're all different shapes. So to show you what I mean, Grandfather Acorn Krydle has this weird, like, kind of double hook shape. Grandfather Acorn Shaka has this really clumped up shape, which is very nice. And the Grandfather Acorn Dungeon Master looks like a roller coaster. Just very funny. That's charming. I love that they did that. You pick one, and start that as a free play, and push as far as you can to get as much favor as you can. Because favor becomes increased gold find for all of your subsequent runs in the event. So it allows you to have an easier time and level up your characters so that you can go farther and farther and farther, and go even further beyond. And once you're powerful enough, you'll then be able to complete the event variants. I would encourage you to only play these variants once it says difficulty easy, because that means you probably at that point have enough favor that you can get through it pretty easily. Difficulty only looks at favor. It doesn't take into account anything else. There's a good chance that if you just get enough favor, you can clear it. Yes, that was a DBZ reference. Oh, we have a hype train? What? Choo-choo, all aboard. Let's get this train out the station. Thank you, chat. That's always nice. That's a fun way to end my week. I appreciate that. Cool. Aww. Thank you, everybody. It honestly does feel good. That's nice. Little reminders that there are people out there that like what I do. Thanks. Speaking of what I'm doing, I want this to go faster. Significantly faster. We don't have a lot of time. I want to see how far this can go. We're gonna fully potion up here. I want to see, like, really, what can I get out of this? For that matter, let's put this on fast core at first, and then I'll switch to the modest core when we need it. Okay. And just for a short time, I'm gonna have Zrang on top so that we're flying through these early stages. Alright, let's see just how far we can break open Azaka DPS. I'm so interested in this Taste for Blood. 25% damage per attack, stacking multiplicatively. And if we're just making her attack super fast, and with a 25% chance to just... Oh, I'm sorry. A 160% chance to immediately reset base attack cooldown? What? So that's just guaranteed? Really? Okay. Yeah, so I guess Azaka's just attacking as fast as where tigerly possible. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing just how much we can do with this. All right. Nice. Okay, bad questions. Smugglebeera, should Ashara get a little buff after the 4th bond as a reward when you get all bonds? No. I honestly think she's strong enough as is. She's a very strong character. What are we saying finally about Rejuvi? Everything okay? Anyway, some AVG gamer. Wait, what do the familiars do on the characters? They level them up for me. Instead of me having to click on them myself, like, see, look at Tyrell here. I go boop, boop, boop. Now I'm leveling. Boop, 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 boop. Instead of me having to click on it, familiars do it for me. There it goes. Just saves me the tedium of having to click on my characters to level them up. Oh, it's the attack reset. Yeah. I get it now. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, chat, for putting me on the correct path. I had no idea that you could get Whittle's percent for the attack reset over 100%, so it's just always firing. That's amazing. And bonus points for this formation actually incorporating Xander. I love that. It's so silly. Reds fan, question. Mars, who do you want as a patron of the game? Me! Elminster. Real answer. I think that there's a lot of people asking for Elminster in the game, and there have been for years. And people asking, like, getting Elminster as a champion? No, I don't think so. Everything I know about Elminster, everything that I've read about him, and the role that he already serves in the game, because he does show up, actually, as an NPC with dialogue in various adventures. I think there's an event that he's an NPC with dialogue, too. One of the events. It might be Bright Swords? Anyway, Elminster's already in the game as an NPC who talks. And his role as an NPC in the game already is that he's making us do his work for him. So he's literally already being a patron. Yeah, I think that would be really cool to have Elminster as a patron. Just make him, like, the hardest patron to play. Because if we're going to have Elminster in the game, then we got to do him justice, right? We got to make it, like, the ultimate patron or something. Foolish Genius, serious question. With the changes to the new player champions, is it time to reset the secondary count? If you do it now, you can get new player experiences with Dungeon Master for variants and the new core DPSs beyond the Ashara meta. I feel now's the best time. You might be right. Foolish, you might be right. I've unlocked all my patrons. I have at least 50 champions of the game, because that's what you have to unlock Zerial. So I have unlocked half of the champions in the game. We're in the middle of this event that has the debut of the 100th champion. Is it time? And for that matter, we're coming up on this Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, May 1st, marks 6 months that I've been playing my Epic account. It's like the stars have aligned here, where it'll be exactly 6 months in. The 100th champion's just released. I've unlocked all the patrons, and I've unlocked half the characters in the game. Is it time to start over? To do another new player account experience? Jordan, if you would please set up a poll for this. Everyone in chat, if you're listening, I want you to give me your honest answer. Is it time for me to make a new account? Given everything that I just lined out. I am truly enjoying playing my Epic account. Keep that in mind. I'm actually having fun with it. But I would also have fun if I had to start over too. It's going to be slow. Starting a new account is always a very slow experience. But yeah, it would mean a lot to me. To just have everyone's... If everyone listening could vote on this one, I really truly want you to weigh in on this, please. Because yeah, I think the stars have aligned here. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. And I will be eagerly awaiting the results of this. Oh boy. Yeah, pros is we'd be able to relate to new players who are joining the game right now because of Dungeon Master and the Steam promotion. Like, we're getting a lot more viewers than normal right now. A lot of installs and all that. There's a lot of new people coming into the game, so they'd be able to like connect to me and relate to my gameplay experience on the stream more. Yeah, new players like you, Darkin. Cons would be it's slow. It's slow starting over. It's a landslide, is it? Oh boy. I'll have to decide what the rules are. Yeah, this might be the last day that I play the Epic account. I'll have to decide what the new rules are that I'll play with. It might be the same rules. I don't know. It'll be something I have to think about. Oh, is the overlay version out of date again? 4.3.1. 4.3.1. Thanks, Jada. Okay, give me a second. Because I do want this to be accurate whenever I can. I knew there was something I was forgetting to check this morning. It's Friday. Yes, long live Raj. That's our alternative name for Strahd. Okay, this is a very fun poll. Thank you, Jordan. I'm just seeing the... Apparently... Oh my god, what? What? 3 of you voted maybe, 10 of you voted for Raj. 15 voted no, and 68 voted yes, it's time to reset. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Alright, thank you, sincerely, everyone, for voting on that poll. Yeah, it feels like it's time. I agree. It's bittersweet, you know? We have the potential to help so many new people again by letting you, you know, come along on the journey with me on a brand new account again. But boy, it's gonna hurt resetting this one. It's gonna sting. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Alright, I'm gonna try to blaze through the remaining questions that we have. There's, like, a lot. Before I run out of time here. Oh, by the way, no griddle champions. Sorry. Leah's sick. No griddle champions. So it's okay if we, like, end closer to the top of the hour than normal. Alright. Doll Z just got here. Is anyone else having trouble with Dungeon Master's Patience Young Ones achievement? I have 6 Young Ones in my formation, and we've reached level 250, but not one level has counted toward the achievement. Ah. I haven't heard of anyone having trouble with this. I did read somewhere that if Dungeon Master has been swapped out to Uni, which is really more of an alternate form, then it hasn't actually swapped out for a different character. It's like a skin. Anyway, if Uni is on the field, then from what I've heard, it doesn't count. So that might be your issue. Otherwise, I don't know. Phantasmic Ghost, can you imagine doing a Tale of Two Champions, then bring in Dungeon Master as the 3rd character, then special guest star Mehen, to then bring in Frida and Havilar? Oh, that would be so cool! 2 champions? Ah, you mean 6 champions? That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be so funny. Ha! Jesus Say at 420, what should I farm as a new player today? Tips? I mean, if there's an event live, you should always farm the event. You should farm for the chests that you get from doing free plays for the event. And you should initially farm for favor from the event so that you can do those free plays more easily and consistently and also clear all the variants. Outside of that, you should be farming for gems, which initially it's better for you to earn gems by actually beating base adventures and variants from the different campaigns. Once you've done all of those, then you should be farming for gems by just, like, grinding out Mad Wizard over and 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 over. But that's probably months from now, when you're in that position. So start by focusing on the event. Both for chests and favor. Coffeenia, always nice to come hang out with this chat. Cool. My favorite counselor had her last workday today, so I was bawling in a corner. Thanks for cheering me up with your shenanigans, all. Hey, you're welcome. That's what we're here for. You know, on paper, the script says, I'm here to show off new content and answer questions. But I think we all know that what I'm really here for is to spread joy. It's just to make people smile with my antics. I hope that I accomplish that objective. It just... I like making people smile and laugh. The world is a better place when we can make people smile and laugh. And to be a meta-social friend, yeah. You get it. Star Chaser, question, Mars, are most of the champions niche? Most? I'd argue no. I wish they were. I wish every champion had a true, unique niche that they occupy. That would be the ideal, right? That every single champion has, like, equal value as the rest. but show me a live service game with 100 plus characters and every single character is equally valued as all of the rest by the community. Really, show me a game that's like that, please. This is not the only game community that I've been involved in. And not the only game community that has many, many, many characters in it that I've been involved in. That feels like an impossible goal to achieve. It's like the holy grail of large roster live service video games. And I don't know if anyone's ever going to actually reach that point. Welcome aboard, Theodoros. Good to have you. It's a very fun game. It's a very awesome game. And there's a lot of really cool people involved. Yes, of course you can ask a question. We are still taking questions. Speaking of which, I gotta get back to answering them. I'm on number 24 out of 35 so far. So 24, 11 billion games. I haven't played Idle Champions in about a year. Once I finish with Dungeon Master, are there any recent champions that are a must-have? Recent of the past year? Oh god. Well, I mean, speed champions in general. Whittle is fantastic. She's definitely from the past year. I think Humon's from outside of a year. I think Humon's over a year old. So hopefully you have Humon already. Who else has been from the past year specifically? Whoop. Just gonna scroll down. Oh, I guess, let's see. Eliwig, Prudence, Corazon. Corazon's pretty good. I don't know about a must-have. Rig. I will say Whittle's a must-have, yeah. Norvin, Laconia. Rust? I really like Rust. Yeah, Rust is a must-have. Slot 11, so competes with Averin, but is basically just for gold find. Like, you're not using him for the same things that you're using Averin for. Yeah, okay, Vi. Not a must-have, no. Desmond is a must-have. Desmond's a must-have. Desmond's niche use is for whenever you have dead champions on the field, or you are not allowed to use all of your champions on the field because there's other things that are taking up space on the field, then Desmond is incredible in those situations. Tatiana's pretty cool. I don't know about must-have. Gosrick competes with Freely. Dungeon Master is definitely a must-have. Yeah. Dungeon Master more than anyone else, honestly. Honestly. Because Dungeon Master qualifies for literally everything. Can I type out a list of the characters I mentioned here? Sure. Let's see. I said Whittle, Desmond, Dungeon Master. There you go. Hopefully that showed up in chat. Alright, Zill39, very general question. How much should attack pattern factor into DPS choice? Okay, like closest, hit farthest, hit random, cleave, AoE, etc. How much does that factor in? Not as much as you think, because what you really want to do generally is just hit something. No matter what it is, just hit something as hard as you possibly can so that you can set a high bud, and then that's used for your ultimates as well as for fire breath potions for click damage. As long as you can set a really high bud, then it doesn't matter who you're hitting. If you're not going to use ultimates or fire breath, so you're not going to rely on bud, then at that point, I really like DPS that hits closest and cleaves, like Minsk, for example. So it depends on what's important to you. Ione 1996. I don't quite understand patrons. You do chores to earn your allowance. And then you spend your allowance to get different toys from mom and dad. Does that help? It's an old way of talking about it. It's like, doing chores for mom and dad and Uncle Strahd. And I guess cool Aunt Zariel now as well. Yeah, you do chores, you complete challenges, you do free plays and patient variants, and it gives you both currency and influence. The more chores you do for them, the more they like you, and the more stuff that they'll offer to sell you using the allowance that you've earned from them. And that's it in a nutshell, honestly. Perfectly explained. Well, great. Good. I'm glad for that. Sales the Great. Hi. How should I spend my first 250 gems? Mage Hand. Mage Hand. You should immediately spend your first 250 gems on the Mage Hand Familiar. Done. Moving on. Devil Crayon. What Archon usurp the speed from Desmond and then get picked up by Whittles as even faster? Yeah, you could do that, except that wouldn't help me because I'm trying to do Azaka DPS and Archon's in the same slot as Azaka. So that's a non-starter, unfortunately. Devil Crayon, who was it you were talking about yesterday that increases attack speed? Oh, I was saying Whittle and Desmond. And that is who I started this formation with, but then I ended up dropping Desmond in favor of Alindra. We kept Whittle, though, for sure. Neon Trion question, what happens if you get a shiny in a lower tier gear slot, like, say, Common, but you don't have one on your Epic slot? Oh, it stays shiny. Like, if you get a shiny Common, and then later you get an Uncommon, or Rare, or Epic for that slot, then congratulations, that is now a shiny whatever Uncommon, Rare, or Epic you just got. It inherits the shininess. You keep the shininess. So you don't lose that. Yeah, it's a really good thing about, like, you don't have to grind for the same shiny again. You get to keep it. Yes. Okay, it is finally time to switch my Modron core because we are slowing down. Now we're much stronger and we can keep going. RC Gen, is there any way to bring up a list of all the characters you've unlocked? Yes and no. Okay, once you have the Legendary Forge unlocked, all of your characters will show up here. But this is kind of laggy to scroll through. It's kind of freezing up my game. I like to use the Blacksmithing Contract sub-window. Characters will only show up here. Oh, look, it's just a nice even block of like 10 by 10. That's very cool. Characters will only show up here if you have at least one piece of gear in all 6 of their slots. Even if it's common, you just have to have something in each slot. And then you can bring up that window. You just have to activate a blacksmithing contract in order to look at this. So always keep at least one tiny blacksmithing contract in your inventory, just so you can get back to this window. So maybe G-Gamer, for the newsletter, weekly chests are each of the unique, or do you reuse them, since the art on them is amazing? Oh, they're unique. I know, the art on them is truly, honestly awesome. I love the art for them. They didn't have to make unique art for every single chest, but they do, and that's fantastic, but it hurts because once you open it, it's gone. One thing that people have been asking about for a long time now is some kind of a collection screen for all the chests that you've ever acquired, just so you can go back and, like, look at all of the cool art. I would love that. The devs are aware that that is something that has been requested, and it is something that is talked about. Hopefully it's something that we get at some point. J-Dog, question. Does the in-game chat have issues with non-English keyboards or some other glitch? From what I've heard, yes, it has issues with non-English characters, with non-standard characters. Like, it doesn't know how to interpret them. Raid lot. Will there be new languages coming in the game? There are languages, like, we've recently just announced, like, localization for the game. It isn't available in other languages right now. But I don't think there's currently plans for any additional languages beyond the ones that we've just put out. Let's see, there is a thing for me to read here. Yes, Idle Champions is now offered in Brazilian Portuguese, French, German, Latin American Spanish, and Simplified Chinese. So there are many languages that you can play in. RC Gen, personally, you're my favorite CNE game streamer. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that. We have a lot of awesome people on this channel. I'm just one among them. But I do appreciate that I'm your favorite. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Remorse. Krydle as a new player. Krydle's posse as a new player. Getting stuck at 100. How can I push through with not many champions? Oh, like one of Krydle's variants specifically. Hold on, let me check. This one. Krydle's transformation cannot be moved, removed, or swapped out. Only champions Chris before 12 or 16 can be used. Okay, I'm going to save this one for a leftover. I'm sorry. I don't have time. But if you can hold out till Tuesday... I know, that's so far away. If you can hold out till Tuesday, then I can simulate that by playing through a free play for Krydle formation using Krydle and only the champions that qualify for that. So if you can hold off for that one, Mr. Remorse, then I'll get you on Tuesday. Theodoros K, can I pause the game and the music to turn it off? You cannot pause the game. You cannot pause the game. But you can turn music off. If you go into the settings, go into sound, you can turn sound effects all the way to 0, music all the way to 0, and hit mute for everything. Basically just do like I have here, and you can turn off all the sounds and the music that way. Important to note, the jukebox, music and volume and all that is unrelated to your sound settings. Okay, we might be hitting a wall here. I'll let y'all know what the results of this. I'll post some screenshots or something on Discord or Twitter later. But so far, Azaka DPS, pretty good actually. I think this is going well. Some potions on here. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry. Okay. Jesus Saved. What did my guy say about new players and what they should farm? Focus on the event. Start the event, Jesus Saved. Unlock the characters. That's the most important thing to do. Once you have them, farm favor for the event and free plays so that you can get chests for those characters, especially Dungeon Master and Shaka. And then once you're done with that, go back to farming favor in permanent campaign of your choice so that you can also progress through the base adventures and variants of each permanent campaign. Yes, The Running is the name of the current event. The Running. Okay, Rainer Gamer, how to get so many gems? Speed champions, speed mechanics, they're exclamation mark speed. Do exclamation mark speed in chat to get you a link to me explaining how to do speed mechanics. And then go to Mad Wizard and use all of those speed mechanics, and you'll get tons and tons of gems. And finally, Genuine Winnie, is spending 100,000 gems on nerds worth it? I like to catch them all, but I feel like 100,000 gems could be familiar. Save it for last. It's not a priority. Whew. Okay, and we're out. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Thank you all for joining me this episode of Mars Cunningham. I had a great time. Hope you did too. I'll be back on Tuesday. Follow Untitled Champions on social media. Please join our community wherever you want. Find me on Twitter at Ryan Blake Hall, but please call me Mars. It is genuinely my preference. It feels weird to hear anyone say Ryan. Thank you to Codename Entertainment. Thank you, Jordan, for moderating and producing and catching questions for me today and running that poll. You did a great job. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Sincerely. Wherever you are in the multiverse, be safe, be kind. Finish up your outros quickly. And until next time, which is Tuesday, look sharp! Ah! Woo! And remember, no griddle champions. Sorry. Otherwise, I would have ended like 10 minutes ago. Oh, sorry, there are other streams today, Smugglebeera. Just not Grill Champions. We still have Paint and Slay and Garroar coming up later.